Welcome back to the Wildest Ride podcast. On today's episode, we will discuss Piston Peak, the new land coming to the Magic Kingdom. I am your host, Brian California, and with me today, my good buddy, don't call him Medium Texas, because he's Big Texas.
Damn. You trying to call me fat, bro?
I'm calling you by your proper name, sir.
What's up, man?
What's happening?
It's just a rainy day in Florida.
Oh, so nothing new, huh?
Over here in a Wawa parking lot.
Oh, hey, you know what? I'll take rain if I get Wawa.
Wawa's okay. It's all right.
Before we actually get started, I wanted to do a little housekeeping. Make sure to watch the latest episode of the Windows of Main Street. Brought that back. So it's been a few months since I did one of those. I'm gonna bring that back. Try to do one a week, I think. Depending on time, but I should be able to get one a week out. And then go subscribe to our YouTube, because when I go live, I'm gonna start doing merch giveaways. So I'm just gonna be giving stuff away. I have a lot of stuff and I just need to give it all away. So yeah, so just go subscribe to our social medias as well, and that'll tell you when I go live. And then once we get everything else situated, and I'm sure you'll go live every once in a while. So yeah, do that. But yeah, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just a lot of. I've been doing a lot of traveling, and now this is like the first month. I don't really have nothing going on, so I'm kind of excited just to, I don't know, hang out in my own place.
Sometimes it's real nice.
Then July we kick it back up. I think I'm going to Denver for the Fan Expo. I doing all in.
Oh, okay.
Gonna go to San Diego Comic-Con and probably do a day at Disneyland.
Right
and
on.
Gonna go over to the NY for SummerSlam.
Damn. Yeah, busy slate, man. Busy slate. Don't forget about Vegas for HHN opening there.
I said July. We weren't talking about August.
You got a busy July, man. You got a real busy July.
So I'm super, super pumped about all that stuff.
Right on. Yeah.
But for now, I want to live in the moment, and so we got all of June to just kind of maybe do a few theme parks, stuff like that.
That'd be fun. Well, let's jump into the first topic, since we are in a time crunch today. Piston Peak, or as I like to call it, PP. Construction starts on July 7th. So, that means the Rivers of America and the river boat and all that will be closing. So go get your last ride, get your last pictures. So are you excited for this or what?
For the closing or for Piston Peak?
For both.
Yeah, they can close that thing tomorrow for all I care. I mean, I get why people like Rivers of America, because it's almost like it's a timeless attraction and stuff like that. And, you have the large body of water. But I'm sorry, I live in 2025, and I'm all about progress, baby. Teddy Roosevelt was all about progress. And, we're in the frontier land about, expanding into, like, the frontier, the wilderness. This is the next evolution. So I'm all for Piston Peak. Okay, so I thought it was a cool name and stuff like that until I found out it came from the movie Planes, and I was like, oh, that's kind of lame. But I'm sure Disney's gonna do a very good job with it. How, it almost will. I feel like it's gonna fit really well in Frontierland.
100%.
And people just don't know it.
Well, they kind of broke it down. I was watching a video on somebody breaking it down, and it's because already Frontierland is kind of already a mixture of different areas around the country. It's just kind of east of the Mississippi, basically, and and there. So it's gonna fit better than people think. You just got to give it a shot.
And I almost even like how they're gonna incorporate Tiana's Bayou into all this. So like essentially that's supposed to make up like the Louisiana Purchase side
Mm-hmm.
of it, and you got the like just the American wilderness frontier. I think that's gonna look very good. You
Yeah,
know, if they could get it somewhat to what what's is it Grizzlies?
Grizzly
What's that?
Peak.
If they get it closely to how Grizzly Peak looks, I will be a happy camper. And the fact that you're getting they're going seems like they're going all out with it with being inclusive, and you're gonna get geishas that are gonna be going off every so often. Uh it's gonna be awesome. Like I always said this, Magic Kingdom was already a full day park. With this and villains, you're gonna need more than one day to do Magic Kingdom.
Well, now let me ask you a question. How long before they bring Piston Peak to California Adventure and just retheme Grizzly Peak?
They won't.
You don't think so?
No, there's no need for it.
Well, I mean, you do another IP driven attraction. It's gonna
So
sell you the merch.
you think about it on your side of things. You still have Avatar. Y'all don't know where that's going.
Yeah.
You still have Coco. You don't know where that's going. So there's a good chance that Avatar replaces Grizzly Peak.
There's
Not
also
saying that. Not saying that it's going to, but it could
yeah,
be on the table.
yeah. Don't touch Grizzly Peak. Not for Avatar. No,
You
you're
know.
you're right. They're not. They're really keeping it close to the hip. So I don't know where it's going. That could be one place it's going because it's not like Grizzly Peak is bringing people through the gate.
No, no. It was just wild that we don't know anything yet because they essentially have 5 years to put something up
Yeah, yeah,
for the 75th. I would think you're gonna get a major attraction open. I would probably bet the Avengers stuff will open up first. But
yeah. That's definitely the plan.
I think you wanna go all out for the 75th. Like 70th, they went all out. I didn't even think they were gonna go all out for the 70th like that. But the 75th, that's just a special milestone. So they're gonna they're gonna bring it. And so I would expect probably the Avengers rides to be open. I would say you would need either the Avatar or Coco to be open. I would say maybe Coco because that's gonna probably tie in with the second movie.
Yeah, I think that's probably the easier attraction to do too.
Yeah,
I mean, a slow
but
boat ride compared to like a high tech boat ride.
but going back to Piston Peak, just everything that we saw yesterday, just the layout, like y'all gotta get y'all's water. I think it's gonna look very beautiful.
Yeah,
Just the concept art. And did you hear about like the original character?
yeah, yep. The Ranger.
Yeah, like so he's inspired by the old Ranger
Cartoon.
that was in the Donald Duck shorts and stuff like that. So I was already a fan of this. I'm even now even more of a bigger fan. For me, it seems like the rich gets richer
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Magic Kingdom. Like I said, I think it's gonna be you. You might want to get an extra day, or you know what? If you were gonna do what's the word I'm looking for? You might want to even spend maybe a day and a half at Magic Kingdom.
yeah.
Just with
Especially after
all
villains. I think right now you're okay, even after Piston Peak. But I think once they build villains, I think that's when you're gonna really think about it.
yes, I want to see how villains is gonna fit in with maybe more like the Haunted Mansion. How are they gonna make that like a seamless transition? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean they've done a good job, even with like Disneyland and now with Disney World. I think they're just gonna they do a good job making seamless transitions into land. So even if they're next to each other and they don't fit, I think they're gonna do a fine
Yeah,
job,
and
transitioning.
this is years off. But do you think Villains is gonna be virtual queue only?
To start, yeah, definitely. I don't know. I thought Guardians was gonna stay virtual queue forever just because of the queue space. They don't really got a
No,
ton of queue space.
I'm not talking about the ride. I'm talking about the land as a whole.
Oh no, I don't think so. I don't. I think that would just really piss people off.
But I will say they got, if they wanted to do it, they could, because they have a ton of offerings now at
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom. Like, man, like, kudos to Disney. Like, dude, like within like the 10 years, you got Tron. You're gonna get Piston Peak. You're gonna get, hopefully you get Villains. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like that's gonna be the last uh chess piece on the board, but man, it's gonna. We are in the arms race for theme park horrors right now, and I like what I see from both sides.
Yeah, I think Disney's response to Epic are these all these lands. I don't think they could fully build a theme park like most people are like, yeah, let's build a theme park. They're just gonna keep adding to what they have already.
WDW doesn't need another theme park right now. They need to, what you exactly said, they just need to add on to what they currently have. Like, I will still say, I like what I'm seeing in Animal Kingdom. I would like to see a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think it could definitely use it, for it being now. We need to get it back to it being a nighttime park as well.
It just needs more water. We need more water.
Whether if that's another Avatar attraction, which I think it could use. I'm not saying get the water ride from what they're doing at DCA, but you got this movie coming up this year, and then you got another one. I believe that's right behind it. So you got a lot of lore to work with. I think that you could put another attraction over in Pandora.
Especially now that they only have 2 subpar attractions in Pandora.
Let me go ahead and this. That's so disrespectful. Although I will say, the last time I did ride Flight of Passage, I was not feeling good.
Well, I thought it was really blurry. Like I thought the screens were blurry, and I don't know, the 3Ds. I don't think the 3Ds really working out too well.
I don't know if they could go over now into what Kong did. Essentially, they took out all the 3D.
Yeah,
and now I feel like the gist is, ever since Mickey and Minnie, just like, oh, well, we don't need to add 3D anymore.
right.
So maybe Flight of Passage hasn't had any type of refurb yet. So maybe whenever it's time for them to do their first refurb, that could be something that they talk about.
I think that's why I don't like it as much as like Soarin', because Soarin' you just sit in a chair and
you
look
like
around.
Soarin' more than Flight of Passage?
Yeah, I think so. I think only because it's not as I'm telling you, I've done Flight of Passage a few times, and every time I get off of it, I'm not like I get a headache. So it's just like I think it's the 3D.
I think it's also we're getting old.
Yeah, but I can go on Everest 17 times in a row and I'm fine.
Dude, last time I went with you, that's the last time I did Everest. My head got rocked.
Really?
Yes. To the point.
On that lift hill?
To the point, I think I just need to start bringing Dramamine with me. It is weird because I didn't feel like that with Stardust.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like that with the other rides at Epic, but I felt like that on Everest. Like I felt like my head got rocked.
It's probably the backwards part, to be honest with you. Like that's just it's a weird feeling. I don't know, but I don't know. I maybe we are getting old. I don't know. I got to go next to at Magic Mountain and then see if I survive.
So, did you have any other thoughts about Piston Peak? You want to talk a little bit more about the land?
I mean, I guess there's another attraction that's supposed to be going into the land. I don't know. I just don't know enough to actually have a full conversation on it.
Well, it seems like we're getting is it a trackless ride?
Yeah, so the main e-ticket ride will be trackless, yeah. It should be like an off-roading type of experience.
Yeah, so it will feel It would feel a lot like Radiator Racers and Test Track, right? We're thinking.
Uh, so no, I don't know because I think it's obviously those are tracked rides, but I don't know how they're gonna is this gonna be like a rally race or what like in I don't know what type of an attraction it's gonna be. So we'll see, but I don't think it's gonna hit those types of speeds though. Like that's my opinion.
My next question is: do you think we're getting a quick service restaurant in this little area?
Oh, I think you're getting a restaurant, a couple merch shops. I wouldn't even there's definitely gonna be. I think it's gonna be bigger than people think.
We getting our version of Cozy Cone?
I doubt that, but you'll definitely get something cool. What one thing Magic Kingdom does lack is unique snacks or food items like quick service, like something that you can get really quick. And I think that would
Oh
be a
my god,
perfect place to do it.
y'all be like saying that the cheeseburger spring roll is the greatest thing ever.
It is, but that's the only thing you got. I trade you.
I beg to differ. I feel like our parlor, the Paul with the Sundays is amazing. The All American Sunday, chef's kiss.
Yeah, but that's ice cream. That's easy to do. I'm talking about like savory snacks. You know what I mean?
I mean sometimes. I mean, or you're right.
I'm
Disneyland is better when it comes to snacks.
when it comes to food. Yeah, Disneyland, but I think it has to be just because of it being like 90% local park. So I think it has to have great food, or else you're not going to keep people there. I'm gonna bring my sandwiches if you if you know what I'm saying.
You know, I hope they keep. It's always been it keeps being a topic. I really hope they do a version of like a haunted mansion restaurant. It's always the rumor always comes up every D23, and we didn't have any announcements, so I'm hoping either we get something along the lines of that, or I think Villains Land, to me, it doesn't scream a full service restaurant. It actually screams a bar.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right.
All right, man. Well,
Let me figure this out. Press end.
yeah, make sure this thing starts. I actually do feel like they're gonna get a full service restaurant in Villains Land. I think this is their opportunity to do another actual table service restaurant.
A character dining.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe even like a dining show. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just excited. I like what I'm seeing.
You have anything else on PP?
I do not have anything on the Piston Peak that came from the movie Airplanes. Starred Dan Cook.
Well, speaking of bad movies turned into good land, Radiator Springs Racers will be closing for a refurb on August 18th.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to go away for for a month.
Yeah, for about a month. They're going to put new lighting, audio, and then they're going to do some actual track work to smooth it out, which I never thought it was rough at all. So
it can't hurt.
Yeah, like I said, anything to do to a great attraction, anything to improve a great attraction, I'm all for it.
That's the backbone of Disney California Adventure.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's the mine train of California Adventure for sure.
You like Mine Train?
I love Mine Train. I think that ride's severely underrated. I think people hate it, and I have no idea why.
I don't hate it. I actually really like it. I think it falls victim of it could have been a longer ride.
Yeah, and the coaster part of it, yeah. But I think the I think the visuals of that plus the uniqueness of that roller coaster make it a really fun attraction.
Like if you would have came to me and said, "Hey, we could get rid of all of Speedway and just put Mine Train," I'd have been like, "Dude, we should have did this yesterday."
I still don't understand why Autopia or Speedway is still a thing. Like I just don't get it. I'm at that point right now where I'm like, I get the nostalgia part of it, but dude, let's go. Let's get something going.
I get it, because at the end of the day, we are Disney adults. We still got to think about the young ones.
Oh, we can think about the young ones with a better attraction.
I do remember the first time I rode that, I thought it was pretty cool. That I got to like essentially drive a car. So I get it.
Yeah, but at Disneyland, you could be driving a motorcycle in space.
If you would have told me, hey, we're thinking about putting Mine Train here, I would have told you I'm all for it.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah, Mine Train definitely has a small plot of land, but they do a lot with it. Like I didn't expect it to be that windy. Like when people said it's short, I didn't realize it was. I thought it was longer than what I imagined it being.
Because it's short, if it's over 60 minutes, I won't do it.
Well, I don't do Radiator Springs if it's over 60 minutes. So
what's that?
The same thing. I won't do Radiator Springs if it's over 60.
I would hop in that line in a heartbeat.
No, I can't.
I kid you not, and I'm not even bullshitting you, bro. If it's 90 minutes, I would wait.
Oh, you're crazy. Well, that's because you're not a local.
I love that ride that much.
I waited 70 for Mine Train.
Yeah, that's fair. We're arguing locals, so I understand it.
Yeah, like to be fair, I haven't been on Radiator Springs in about 2 years, so maybe even 3 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a crazy thing to do, but talk about. But I get there later on in the evening. All the lightning lanes are gone. Sometimes they close single rider. Sometimes it's open. And then the line's usually 75 to 90 minutes. Like it's nonstop, 75 to 90 minutes.
Next time you go to DCA, I challenge you to go ride the ride.
We were very close to riding it the other day. We got in the line, and then kind of stopped, and then it kind of stalled out a little bit. The line said 45 minutes, so we were like, all right, we could do that. We weren't even at the switchbacks yet, and we were already in line for 30 minutes, and we're like, nah, let's get out of here, because this is like another 45-minute wait here.
Yeah, I'm thinking about actually, because I had that single day ticket. I already scheduled it for the day that we're going to Disneyland, but I already have it for one park day. I'm going to see if I can upgrade it and add DCA, because last time we were there around like for the Christmas stuff, we just didn't have enough time to make it happen. But it's a must. I have to do it. That's it's probably my second favorite attraction of all time.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Indiana Jones is my number one.
Now, I would say all time at Disneyland, right? Or overall ever?
Overall.
Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah, I would say they did such a good job of mixing dark ride with thrill. You can't beat that, man. I feel like any dark ride that you could do any like a thrill aspect to it, it's already got here, in my opinion.
It's definitely because you get a very long stretch of dark ride and you get a pretty good stretch of thrill ride. So yeah, it's definitely a really good mix of both. And at that time, 2012, it's old already. It's getting there. 2012, that was a groundbreaking attraction.
Man, that area
animatronic.
That area still feels so brand new.
It does. Like I was thinking about it. I was like, they're doing a refurb on it, and I was like, yeah, it's been 13 years, man.
Like what? How many rides are in Radiator Cars Land? Is it 3?
3, yeah. You got Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters and a Mater's Junkyard Jamboree.
To me, I would put Radiator Springs Cars Land. That's probably in the top 3 best lands Disney's ever done. Think about it. You got three attractions, one major one, 2 that are perfect for kids and even adults. Like I like the whole dancing aspect of it. It's a lot of fun, and you got great snacks,
right?
And the cozy cones, and then you have a quick service place.
And it's a really good quick service, good quick service place. Yeah, no, and then you have a couple gift shops. The land definitely has a lot packed into it for that like one street. And they did a good job of not making vacant buildings. So like instead of the sergeant's like little barrack thing, they made it a gift shop instead of just making it a blank building, like a facade. Which kudos to them. I don't know if you really need 3 gift shops for one area, but hey, whatever.
They don't have a major like one big gift shop. It's all like kind of a little small,
Yeah.
which
There's
is
like 3 small
fine.
gift shops. Yeah,
I would take Cars Land over Toy Story Land in a heartbeat.
I think anybody would take any land over Toy Story Land in a heartbeat.
Oh my god! Like I'm still like when Toy Story Land first came out, I think it was just like, oh, this is cool, it's new. But now I'm like, dude, there's no shade here, and it just seems like all of it was cheaply done.
The only shade,
Minus Sleeky Dog Dash.
yeah, Sleepy Dog Dash fun. The only shade is the shade I'm throwing at the Imagineers for not putting shade.
But the full service restaurant Roundup barbecue is pretty good.
I haven't done it yet, so I got to do it the next time we're
Dude,
out there.
I would recommend it.
I just don't know my next big trip out there, meaning the next time I'll probably set foot in Hollywood Studios is probably in a couple of years. So I won't be able to do it for a couple of years. If I go for a weekend, I'm not going to Hollywood Studios. It's not. It's just like the last park I'm going to go to. But
I mean, unless you want to see the better version of Phantasmic.
you know what? Funny enough, I just watched Phantasmic. I actually did a live. It's on the channel, and it definitely lacks without the dragon, man. It just doesn't feel the same. Yeah, you might very well have the best Phantasmic at this point.
I mean, just with the amphitheater now,
Mhm.
and
Oh yeah, I sat on the floor next to a trash can, and when I got up, I couldn't feel my leg for about 3 minutes. So yeah, the amphitheater definitely is a step above.
and you have a fully functional dragon. So yeah,
Anybody that could sit on the floor for an hour and be okay is a psycho.
I never really got what was their reasoning of, okay, we're gonna do this nighttime show, but
Mhm.
essentially it's standing room only.
Yeah, well, I mean, I mean, it's just where they're putting it. It's very difficult to like bust out chairs and stuff like for it.
Coming from Orlando and going to Disneyland for the first time, I thought that was weird.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like a fireworks show. It's all everything's standing rooms. They're not gonna bust out chairs for you.
I wouldn't say it's a fireworks show. There's a lot more to Phantasmic than fireworks.
No, I meant it's similar in terms of it's just you're in an area and you have to stand. There's no like stadium for this fireworks show. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's similar to a fireworks show or a parade where you just gonna have to stand around. It is what it is.
If you say so.
But yeah, let's move on from that. There's another little piece of news I wanted to talk about. Geo 82 now open because apparently there wasn't enough places to drink at Epcot. So yeah, just real quick, a backstory on it. The name Geo 82 is a nostalgic nod to Spaceship Earth, which opened in 1982. At Geo 82, you'll be immersed into the storied history and enduring legacy of the timeless Epcot icon. So you get to drink inside the big ball.
Is it in the ball?
I don't think technically it is. I think it's like a little piece that's right outside the ball. But you can pretend.
Have you seen those drink prices?
No, and I don't want to see them.
No. Go look it up. Go look it up.
Is it that bad?
Look it up and read it off.
All right, I just had it open right now. Let's go back.
Yeah, you gotta think twice about drinking there.
I didn't think once about drinking there. Let's see. Let's get a menu here. View menu. Let's see. Let's do. I guess we can go through like. Okay, let's do a little bit of food real quick. Chef selection, artisanal cheeses, cured meats. So basically a charcuterie board, $30. 30 bones will get you some cheese and meat. Basically a shittier Lunchable. Some hummus, $14. You can eat some fungus bread. It says fungi flatbread. So you want mushrooms and bread, $15. You want some tuna, $23. You want a crab, I don't know what that is. Smoked cheddar, pickled mustard, seed lemon vinaigrette supreme caviar, $25.
That
25 bucks.
sounds gross.
That sounds disgusting. But let's do some featured cocktails here real quick. Caramelized leek martini, $26. $26. They get you a martini. Strawberry black pepper sour, $25. Brown butter old fashioned, $28. Peach shrub whiskey smash, $26. Strawberry and coconut right hand, which is vermouth. Okay. $25. The Electron, $23. So and then let's see some beers really quick. They don't give me the prices on like a Miller High Life but it says here $8.25 to $11.25. So if I'm going up there, I'm drinking a damn Coors Light. Like that. I'm sorry. That's what's happening. Like I'm just gonna go up there because I want to see the space. But to be fair though, the actual space looks amazing. The art and everything, the decor looks phenomenal. So it would be a cool place to go look, and then you could feel like a Bond villain looking over the park and just watching people walk by, looking out those big windows.
$25 a cocktail.
It's about the same price as the what's the theater that we have here, the one at DCA, Carthay Circle. So it's about the same price as Carthay Circle.
Brother, you can have 2 drinks and that's $50.
Welcome to 2025.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, Lamplight has about the same prices.
I don't think they do
for like a martini and stuff. They do, but like, yeah, like they're like rainbow whatever drink is about $15. So, but yeah, no, like I get it. That's an expensive time out. If you're gonna go drink,
you're better off drinking around the world.
might be cheaper to drink around the world.
Dude, you could probably put down 3 drinks on the equivalent of just having 2 drinks there.
Probably. Realistically, you can have 5 drinks at Geo 82 and have about 10 drinks. It's walking around the world. So yeah.
Oh yeah, and especially if it's around festival season for food and wine. That you're going there, I would think, is to specifically see the fireworks, and that's it.
Yeah, I am excited. I do want to go up there though, because it does look cool. And maybe drink a couple beers and then just run out of there. Just run out of there.
Are you gonna wear your Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I have 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, and a Shirley Temple. Yeah, it's gonna be an expense. I mean, but anytime you go to Epcot, it's pretty expensive.
Not like that.
It is for a non-local because you're there all day.
Oh, I can't wait to see these prices for the Pirates of the Caribbean bar. I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be the same prices as that.
I think you're looking at Olga's Cantina. That's what I think. That's about what you should expect out of that place. Probably the same vibe, they're gonna do the same thing where you can't take out your drink. Obviously, they're gonna do a very Disneyland version of Olga's Cantina at Magic Kingdom.
What are you talking about? Disneyland version? They have a Hollywood Studios as well.
Yeah, but Hollywood Studios, you can actually take your drink out.
Can you?
Yeah. At Disneyland, you can't.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, Disneyland, they're like, nah, this is don't let Walt see you with that drink, so just stay in here. You don't want Walt's spirit coming over and watching you drink.
How would you feel if Disney decided, hey, you know what? We're just gonna put the beers in the quick service, in the outdoor vending carts, and we're just gonna let people open container.
Um, I don't know. Universal does it. I
But I'm
like.
saying at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, at Magic Kingdom. Yeah, that's a tough one. I just keep it away from those two parks. Just keep it away from Disneyland. Keep it away from Magic Kingdom. Even if you want to do it in Tokyo and all those other places, I'm fine with it. As long as you keep it away from Magic Kingdom and Disneyland, I'm good. You could have a couple glasses of wine, table service. It's gonna cost you a bit, but I'm okay with that. You could do your Olga's Cantina at Disneyland. You could do your little um, tavern at Pirates, whatever. I just don't, being able to crack open a Michelob Ultra, right before you jump on Pirates or right before you jump on Jungle Cruise and from a cart, it's a little difficult to sell me on.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't put it past Disney to do it in a few years.
If they did, I would have a bit major issue with it.
Yeah, it'd be annoying. I think it'd be really annoying. But you got to think about it. Like, how many dads probably ask for that? Like, how many dads are like, "Oh, we're gonna
Oh,
get a Bud Light."
you know what I used to tell them?
Huh?
Hey, you can walk to the Contemporary.
Oh yeah, that is. Uh,
I mean, it's
I-
not the worst walk.
no. But Magic Kingdom is definitely that one day for dads that's probably the dread the entire trip because you go to studios, you go to Epcot, you go to Animal Kingdom, you can drink, you're fine, you're good, but you get to Magic, it's a longer day. There's more screaming and yelling, mostly kids rides. It's probably the longest day for those dads, man.
I remember one time I was working and the dad said the thing he was looking forward to the most at Magic Kingdom was popcorn.
Huh? I like popcorn. They
The
have good
popcorn
popcorn.
the popcorn is good.
It's good. But it's a low bar. It's like, oh, I think I'm looking forward to the most is popcorn because I'm gonna stand in 17 lines to meet 5 princesses. So, like it's my daughter wants to meet Cinderella 4 times, so and that's yeah. I don't know, man. I don't want them to drop any liquor carts at Magic Kingdom or Disneyland for sure. But I wouldn't. I'm telling you, I wouldn't put it past Disney to do it though.
What else we got?
The we're shifting away from Disney really quick and going to the HHN announcement. They announced a Five Nights at Freddy experience. I guess it's an experience, whatever that means. I don't
I'm
think it's a house.
hoping the experience means house.
I don't think it does though. I'm thinking it's going to be like what they did with Megan, and put a show into the Panda Theater. So that's what I'm guessing. I mean, when they say experience, it doesn't. They'll usually drop house or maze next to something that's going to be actual house or maze.
Well, wasn't Five Nights at Freddy's rumored to be a house for a while this year? I think it was.
Yeah, it definitely was one of the possible options. Which, to be fair, I've never seen the movie, so I don't know.
You're not missing. You're not missing much.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it translating into a pretty solid house, though.
Yeah, I think it could, and it probably will. I think if you just want to look at anything from Five Nights at Freddy's, just go to YouTube and watch like a backstory.
Well, I've seen like highlights of the movie, so I kind of get the aesthetic of it, but it's basically haunted Chuck E. Cheese. So I mean, that's fun, that'd be fun. But I don't know. I'm hoping for I don't know. I don't this year. I'm not the WWE rumor stuff. I think that's kind of the stuff I'm waiting for to drop. But other than that, we're a little late on announcements, aren't we? Like in terms of HHN this year.
Yeah, the reason is because of Epic.
Oh, okay. I figured. I'm like, dude, it seems like we were usually already kind of into it.
I think Universal is supposed to go to Spooky Empire this
Mm,
year, and I think we're supposed to get. I think we're gonna get a lot more announcements for.
okay.
But I'm like this. It's already June, and Halloween Horror Night starts at the end of August. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure those houses are probably 75% done, right?
Yeah, I was at Hollywood the other day, and you could definitely see a lot of the houses being built. They look pretty close to being ready to get furnished, I guess.
Yeah, the fact that people are able. Well, I mean, you have the speculations, but Universal's able to keep it pretty close to the chest. It's kind of impressive, but at the same time, it's like, all right, I get you have Epic Universe, but you have a lot of horror enthusiasts that just want a little bit of news that they can look forward to. You know what I mean?
There's
And so
literally podcasts that are dedicated to just that. You're throwing them off.
so the fact that we only got one thing, I'm gonna just say it's a house. I could be wrong. It's kind of like, man, that's what, 9 to go,
Yeah. I
and
mean,
then on top,
we know what we're getting out of Vegas. It's just we don't know what we're getting out of Hollywood or Orlando yet.
so you have 9 to go, but then on top of that, you have what separates Hollywood and Orlando.
Yeah, Let me look this up really quick because I want to see when this is. Summer. So there. Oh, dang. Okay. So Midsummer Scream. Damn, this is late. Usually it's in July, I think. So Midsummer Scream is a convention that they usually do in July. It's kind of like a horror convention, and they do a lot of announcements. And this year, it's on August 15th through the 17th. That,
Um, I
that's
feel like all the houses would be announced by then.
Yeah, so do I, which is kind of weird because Knott's Berry Farm and Universal usually go in there, and when they'll do their announcement. So I wonder why Midsummer Scream got pushed back this far. That's a long time away.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. It is weird that it's taken them a long time to announce houses. Um,
What if they're just like, you know what, guys, we're not doing it this year.
dude, when they did that for 2020,
People lost their minds, man.
I was one of those people that lost their minds for obvious reasons. I get it,
Yeah.
and which they did end up doing like 3 houses. You know, I should have went, but I didn't. And then the following year, I don't know how it was in Hollywood, but the following year, all the scare actors had to wear a mask and stuff like that.
What do you mean? What it was in Hollywood? We didn't have theme parks for a year and change.
Oh, y'all didn't have an HHN in
Oh, we didn't have
2021?
an HHN. No, we didn't. Dude, we didn't even. The only horror nights we had was sitting at home again because we couldn't do anything. We had Knott's Berry Farm through a Halloween event, but it was literally just food. You couldn't get on any rides. They didn't have any like scare zones or nothing like that. It was just kind of a festival of sorts. We took our niece that year, and we have pictures of it, but like it California was shut down, man. We didn't have anything for a year and a half. No,
Hey,
less than a year.
give me one moment.
Okay.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, my car got done charging, so I had to just move it.
Oh, okay. You don't want to be that guy that sits in that charger?
Nah, even though it's kind of empty, nah, I don't.
All good. No worries. But yeah, so no, we were shut down for quite a bit. We didn't get really much to do, but like kind of just walk inside the theme park, but not do theme park stuff. I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird time. But
Oh, I remember when they first opened up. What was it, Downtown Disney, or was it DCA? And they
mhm.
said, "Hey, you could do the shops
Yep,
and
exactly what it
the
is. Yep,
and like a few. I guess a few carts will be open."
that's all it was. I actually, you can go back on my my personal channel on Brian California, and you can see videos of it. I made videos of that time. It was wild. It was a wild time, dude. Like it was just
I
so different.
knew I knew a guy. He went from Orlando to LA just to hang out around the. This was Disneyland wasn't even open. Just to
Yeah.
hang out around Disneyland, just so he could feel close to Disneyland.
Some people, dude, I had there were times, and I'm not even kidding you. We'd walk past the gates of Disneyland, and there's just like 3 or 4 people just staring into Disneyland, like just standing on at the gate, staring into Disneyland, probably sobbing a little bit. When Disneyland first opened up again, people were literally bawling their eyes out on Main Street. Like I would walk by somebody literally crying on Main Street because Disneyland reopened. It's like it means that much to people out here. It's crazy.
Oh, I believe it. Did you go to Disneyland right away when it reopened?
I went the first day. Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely I was gonna vlog it. I don't think I ever did. I might have footage of it. I might put that up on the channel, but it was definitely a weird experience. I would say. I wasn't emotional. I didn't think like I wasn't like, oh my god, I was excited, but I wasn't emotional. But then I started seeing people like sobbing and crying, and I was like, damn man, it really is like, it was that long. It took a long time for us to get back there. And you gotta remember, they didn't honor your annual passes anymore at that time. So basically, it was day tickets until they came up with the Magic Key program. So anytime you wanted to go to Disneyland, you would have to pay the $100 and whatever dollars it was just to go.
That's rough.
It was rough. It was pretty rough. And there was that rumor that they were never going to come back with annual passes, and I said that's BS. They'll definitely come back with some type of annual pass, and they came back with the Magic Key. And it was this was their excuse to do reservations, and they, you know, it is what it is. But I do miss the days of being able to just walk into the park without a reservation. Those were fun. Annual pass days were great because
I
when I
feel
had
like we're slowly getting back to that.
Disney World, you guys are starting to dump your reservation system. We're definitely not
Oh,
here.
there's a reason for it.
Yeah, I understand it.
Because it's slow. It's slow right now. You know, you remember I sent you a picture yesterday of Chick-fil-A.
Uh-huh.
Did you read it?
No, I didn't read it.
No, go back and read look through our messages.
On text?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Chick-fil-A. Summer hours open until 11 p.m.
That's one more hour longer than Magic Kingdom.
That's definitely true. That's
Like
definitely true.
that pisses me off. I'm assuming Disneyland's open until midnight right now.
Actually, Sunday they close at 11.
Wow.
But because of grad night.
Wow.
But yeah, usually they're open until midnight.
Like, why does not Imagineering, but corporate hate Disney World and it's a Disneyland? Oh yeah, y'all want to stay open till midnight? Here you go. You know.
And the funny part about it is there a lot of those Sundays that they're open till midnight. I would say right after Wondrous, where after or whatever fireworks show was going on, you were 5 minute wait on everything. So it's not like they even need to be open till midnight. They just do it. It's just like it's funny to me. Like it's like you look around and Haunted Mansion 13 minutes, like Pirates Walk On, like Smugglers Run Walk On, Mickey and Minnie's Walk On, Small World Walk On, Space Mountain 25 minutes. Like it's wild. It's if that's why I always say if you're going to Disneyland and you go to Disney World normally, but you're going to Disneyland for like the first time and you didn't get on attraction in the middle of the day, don't even worry about it, because at the end of the night, everything is walk on. So, or at least limited wait. Like even Big Thunder Mountain is a walk on. So if you miss something, I always tell people don't try to rush onto every ride and be in like anxiety mode. Relax, enjoy the park, and whatever you missed out on in the middle of the day, at the end of the night, you're gonna get on walk on, guaranteed.
It's crazy to me, man, that Magic Kingdom won't stay open. Like I looked at July 20th.
Mm-hmm.
It closes at 10 o'clock at the moment.
That's crazy.
I hope they change that because that's the kickoff for the parade is July 20th.
You know what, and it might change Universal's mind on their closing hours. So if Disney goes back to midnight, even just at Magic Kingdom, it might. Hey, Epic is staying open till 11. Like you never know. But it's wild. Like I just think, dude, you have a resort, like you have an entire world, a bubble that you control, and you're literally cutting. I don't know how much labor you're saving. I'm assuming it's a lot for like an hour or two, but dude, you have people paying $500-$600 to stay at a moderate resort. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them stay till midnight.
So I know tonight they're doing the extra. You buy like the extra hours. It's at Hollywood Studios, and it closes at 12:30.
That's the one place that I wouldn't even want that for, though. Like, like it's like, dude, why? I don't do it for Magic Kingdom. Do it for Epcot. I
Well,
don't care.
they did it last week for Epcot.
Okay, see, that's what I would pay for. That's one I would definitely do.
Oh, the only one I would pay for is Magic Kingdom.
Really?
I
would
feel
do
like
it.
I feel like it's the only one that's worth it, dude. There's too much drinking involved when it comes to Epcot, and I feel like they're gonna close all that shit off. So
Mm-hmm.
really, you just have what Guardians.
That's all I need. That's all. There you go. You just said it right there. Guardian, living with the land, Spaceship Earth. Give me all that, and I'm happy. I'm a happy camper, dude. Like,
Real quick, we got about 7 more minutes before we have to dip out of here. Let's talk about Epic Universe wait times. Have you been paying attention to those?
kind of, but it seems very fluctuating. I know Ministry of Magic's been like at 250 minutes, and then everything else has been walk on. Like,
Well, let's find out right now. I'm gonna go to their go to the app.
okay. Epic Universe.
If it even pulls up right now, it ain't even pulling up.
There's a bunch of weather delays right now. Monsters Unchained is 15 minutes.
15.
15, yeah, 1-5. Let's go around. And here, this is so exactly what I just said. Monsters Unchained, 15 minutes. Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, 240-minute wait right now. And then, I think Stardust is on a weather delay as well. Weather delay. Everything's weather delayed right now. Hiccups. Wing Gliders is on weather delay. Let's go to Nintendo World really quick. Let's see what we got here. 120-minute wait for Bowser's Challenge, but this is kind of an outlier right now because I guess the weather's bad. So
it is raining right now where I'm at, but it's not lightning. It's actually kind of not even heavy.
No, but it kind of shows you Monsters Unchained being at 15 minutes. It's kind of a wild. You know,
They must be eating a lot of guests with that with the Kuka arms.
yeah, they are. They that, and they're not eating enough with the little elevator thing that they have for Ministry of Magic.
Still haven't done it.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't. It's just very difficult to get on. They're
Bro, I'm
still.
gonna be. If you come down to September, that might be the first time I do it.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy to think
You
about
know?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been talking. We've been scheming behind the scenes. Brian might come to Orlando in September.
September 20th. That might be a thing that has to happen. I've been looking at flights. Flights are moderate. They're pretty cheap. So I think that's something that definitely can happen.
Yeah, thinking about a little Helios stay.
Hey man, my flight stays under $200. I'll pay for the Helios. I'm down.
If you have anything else?
Um, not off the top of my head. Just again, continue to watch the channel. Watches grow. Watches grow.
Anything? We didn't talk about this on um we didn't talk about this on camera, but you didn't get a chance to do Waltz. Do you have a
No,
new opening day for Waltz?
yeah, July 17th. So the actual anniversary date, they decided to do it on then. Actually, really quick, did you see the thing that Walt Disney's granddaughter said?
No.
So she's a little upset about the animatronic show. Said that it's dehumanizing, and my response to that, not directly, obviously, I didn't talk to her, but my response to that would be, you're immortalizing Walt Disney basically with this show. There's a lot of younger generations that didn't grow up learning about Walt Disney. I think we were kind of on the edge of that. We're very towards the end of, like, oh, Walt Disney as a figure was very big mainstream. I learned, I had to learn about Walt Disney on my own. Kids nowadays, I don't think really know much about Walt Disney, and this is gonna really put, this is gonna immortalize him with the younger crowd. This is gonna keep Walt Disney's legacy and what he grew and what he did and what he means to Disney, the company. It's gonna keep that alive. It's gonna keep that fire burning. So I think she meant it because she knew him personally, obviously. And the problem is you can't look at it that way. You can't look. It's like, oh, it's dehumanizing. No,
Wait, his granddaughter?
yeah.
Did he have grandkids when he passed?
They have pictures together.
You sure it wasn't with his kids?
Nah, they were like, it was like little babies, yeah. But they were young. They were very young. But I guess based off of her reaction was that's not really who he was. It's like he's a showman. Like this isn't behind the scenes Walt. This is the guy that put on the show and let you know what Disneyland was going to be, and that's what the show's about. It's about Walt Disney the visionary, not Walt Disney the husband or the grandfather. So I think they need to separate. I think she needs to separate that, because this is Walt Disney means a lot to everyone, not just the Disney family. Walt Disney built this empire and was a visionary that built something that helps people get through daily lives, helps people, enjoy life, because that's just that's what Disney does. So I just had I just kind of had to roll my eyes a little bit with that take. Was like, well, it's dehumanizing. No, it's immortalizing. That's what it is. It's immortalizing him into something, like, for this younger generation to keep knowing who the guy is.
I will say, I think Disney is gonna do a very tasteful job of it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, it's gonna be in a very honoring way. So I never had a problem with it. I do understand why people may have an issue with it, but I'm kind of on the same ballpark as you. It's like they're gonna do it in a tasteful manner, and it's gonna hopefully what the goal that you were set out to do with it, it's gonna accomplish that goal.
Yeah, people are gonna walk out of that theater crying. Like, I think there's no doubt. You're putting the visual of Walt talking about Disneyland, and you're putting like an actual physical piece, like an actual physical representation of Walt out there. that's gonna get people very emotional, and I think this is bigger than than just, oh, he was a man. Yeah, I understand that, but he's also a symbol of something, and he means a lot to everybody. So, and this is just gonna immortalize him. It's gonna keep that fire burning for the younger generations.
I agree.
Yeah, but other than that, I ain't got anything else.
Can't think of anything else the new Villains attraction opened up the show.
So,
I
and the new mermaid attraction.
I will probably try to sneak in there next Sunday.
You should probably do the mermaid as well.
No, I'm gonna do both.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll probably do those and stick around for Phantasmic. The better version.
do a live on that one, like I did a live on the one here.
We'll
But,
see.
but
I have nothing else. Just like and subscribe our show. Just help us continue growing. The more we grow, the better we can put out for the show and stuff like that. And so hopefully one day it makes us quit our jobs.
Hey, I'm all for that. Don't tell my job that, but I'm all for it.
In that case, I travel anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll travel for a
Right,
living.
I'll ride all the roller coasters.
I'll go live from the dang airport. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode of the Wildest Ride podcast, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Later.